Hello ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to my video number 4. Learn your advanced Excel home. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, follow me wheresoever you want to find me on all the social media. You just type the name George Drum, you will get me. So what are we going to work with today? We are going to work with the Countif. As the first video, we work with the if, and the third video, we work with the count. So we are going to combine them together. The count and the if combining together will give us what? One function. So working with the count if, it means that we have to count if. That is the logical. Let me see. So be with me in this video. Subscribe to my YouTube account. Subscribe anytime you want. Please share with friends if you like the video. So count if is here. We are going to click on the link. So what are we seeing here? We are seeing a lot of things. So I'm going to explain to you one after the other, guys. You just be with me. The question number 1 is, you asked to find out the number of bananas, apples, oranges, Fanta, and the grape manually. We have to know what the number of those goes, because they are going to ask you, maybe your boss is going to ask you where you are working, maybe you are selling a product. Those products you are selling, your boss is going to ask you to give him the number of apples that we are sell maybe a weekend. Every week they are going to be asking the number of apples that we have sold so far. So what are you going to do to give him the number of apples? Because we are having a lot of what? A lot of goals. So you will take what? You will take the number of the apples and display it and show him how many apples that we are having. So to do that, we need what? We need the count if function. But before going down to the question, what are we going to see first of all will be the definition of the count if. So I'm going to click on the link. The count if, we use the count if is also one of the statistical functions, because we need to take a statistic. In that table is the statistic, because we are having a lot of items, but we want to know what? We want to know the number of apples, the number of bananas, the number of oranges. So to do that, we have to use the count if. Take your time and read it so far. You are going to learn everything that you need with the count if. Subscribe please, don't forget. Take your time and read it. You can pause it and read it very well. So I close the link and come down to the question number 1. We are working with what? We are working with the product table. That is going to be what? That is going to be the apple. What are we going to do here now is by removing the value, because we don't know how those values are comes. We remove the value. So we are going to do what? First of all, we have to know the number of apples sold in this table. You can come down and say what? Apple number 1, 2, 3. Like if like we are doing that, maybe we may do a lot of mistake, because you can come down here and you want to count the apple. You say what? Apple number 1, and you find the apple number 2, apples number 3, apples number 4. You may have like, you may jump some of them. You may have some mistakes. Have you seen? So to know the number of apples sold, what are we going to do? We use the Countif function. So we come down here and we type the equal, and we type the Countif function. So we all know that the count is to count and the if is the logical function. So the combination of both is going to do what the logic of the count. That is going to give us the logistic. So I'm going to do what? I'm going to select the entire table. Let the entire table, and I put what? Comma. That is the count is table. We have two ways of doing that. Either clicking on the name apples, where the apple is placed, they are going to take the name, or you type the name apples. By typing the name apples, you may have some mistakes. So I advise you to be clicking on the name. That's all. Now enter. So how many apples that we have sold so far is 8 apples. So those are the apples that we sold. 8 apples. 8 apples. So let me make it big, and you are going to see what I'm talking about. 8 apples. And how many bananas? We take also. So if you want to know the rice, you just want slow down here and know the rice. That's all. That's all. That is all. So that is the reason why, if you want to work with the counts if, you have to create the critical table. It means that you have to create a small table and name other names that you want to count. That is the good advice I'm giving you guys. Name the goods name that you want to count, or the employee's name that you want to count, or the salary that you want to count, and display them with the counts if function. So let's get down to the second video. The second video is asking us to do what? To calculate the apples also. So we have also already. So what I'm going to do, just to calculate the second, the cancel. We are going to remove the name of the apples here. So if we select maybe bananas, obviously we are going to see the answer of that. If we select this, we are going to do what I'm going to do here now is to work with the drop down table. So if you want to see the rest of this video by knowing how to make this drop down box, follow me on my next video. You will learn how to make this drop down box in the data validation table. Thank you so far. The next, you will learn it in the next video. This is the definition. Read it and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Bye. So please don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube account. Thank you.